Hello students, today we are going to discuss about Science Class 8 Chapter 1st, Crop Production and Management. First of all, if anybody will ask you, what is crop? Leave the chat. First of all, to understand any chapter, we must have a concept about the name of the chapter. Here it is written Crop Production and Management. What is crop? If anybody will ask you what is crop, means in a large scale in agriculture, if any plant is grown, that is called crops. As for example, wheat, you may have seen during the season, lots of wheats are there in the agricultural lands field. In a field, in the large scale, the crop, the plant which is grown, that is called crop. And what are the process of this crop productions and how to manage this crop productions. Today we are going to discuss about, first of all, agricultural practices. How to do agriculture, and I have already informed you about the crops. There are two types of crop, kharif crops, rabi crops, and basic practices of crop productions. There are a few names given: preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, protecting from the weeds, harvesting and storage. First of all, let us discuss about that what are the equipments required to do agriculture. You may have heard about khurpi. There is one, you can understand that it is an instrument by which the farmers are doing this small, in a small land they use khurpi to do agriculture. So here there are some instrument like khurpi, sickle, shovel and plow by which the agriculture is done. And after getting this kharif crops and rabi crops information, a crops which is grown during the rainy season is called kharif crops, and a crop which is grown during the winter season. Can you name any of the crops which is grown during the winter season and rainy season? Rainy season, I hope all of you know about rainy season, especially popular for paddy plant, rice plant, that's called paddy plant. And in the winter season, we right now also you can say that like in which the less amount of water is required, like wheat plants. I'm giving you some of the examples by which this kharif crops and rabi crops are done. In the kharif crops, if I can tell you, paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, cotton, these are the few examples of kharif crops. And if I talk about the rabi crops, the few examples of rabi crops are pea, gram, wheat, mustard and injera. Now, after getting these informations about the kharif crops and rabi crops, first of all you should know about the basic concept, basic practices of crop production. Preparation of soil. Remember, dear students, directly you can't put any seed in the soil and that seed will grow up and you will get productions of crop. It's not possible. Before giving the seeds, we must have to prepare the soil. How you will prepare? By plowing the soil. Nowadays different types of equipments have came, by which means modern equipments like tractors, by that you can do plowing. In the olden days the plowing were done by the ox were there and one this plow were there, and farmer was catching the plow and whole ground was plowing, so by which we were losing the soils. So first of all we have to prepare the soil. How you will prepare the soil? For preparing the soil, first of all we must do plowing. After plowing we must loosen the soil, we must throw all the weeds from the area, that field, so by that way we can prepare the soil. After then sowing, means that first of all the land is loosened or not, we have the land is equal or not, because if it will not be equal then it will not grow in a proper way, that crops. Adding manure and fertilizer. Sometimes the land is very acidic or basic, so that's why we add manure and fertilizer to grow in a maximum amount of that crops. After that, protecting from the weeds. Some of the different types of bacteria and fungus come and attack on that crops, so for protections from that bacteria and fungus we put some pesticides, so protecting from weeds. And after getting that crops we do harvesting, we cut that plants, that is called harvesting. And after cutting that plants we do storage of those crops like wheat or paddy, and by this way we are doing the agricultural practices. This was a short review of this chapter, but I will give you detail in my next video about this crop production and management. Okay students, thank you.